So concerning the video I posted, that's my last video. Concerning my last video, master emotion before you master life. Somebody came to my WhatsApp DM. Now the person no post time for comment section of the video. That's where I go have problems with some people. Post comment under my video. No, you come my WhatsApp DM. Come they ask me questions. Somebody came to my WhatsApp DM. I was like, the person is. I don't want to trying to avoid the gender. Now the person is really concerned about how to master emotions, right? How to master emotions. So that what are the ways or what are the things the person can be doing that the person has this high reaction to things. So I was like, okay, let me do it as a video. So now, how to master emotions? If you are the type that your emotional quotient is very low, you are always very emotional about things like your body they quick. These are the ways to start learning how to master emotions. One, become conscious about it. Become conscious about it because you were doing it unconsciously. Now become conscious about it. So it simply means that when something happens and you go that jerky, you go that all way, emotional, you are going to remember that at some point you remember that this thing I try work on more, and then to help you to stay. Then number two is when some things happen, don't react that much. Learn to be quiet in very dire situations. Let me give you an example. Let's say you wash your clothes now. Simple things you can be doing. You wash your clothes for rope, right? When you wash your clothes and you hang them on the line, the clothing line outside, for the sun to dry them up. Then you just come out. You may say the rope cut. Wham! You mess everything on the ground. Normally somebody's gonna shout like Jesus, yes, things like that. Somebody's going to, hey, whoa, my suffer, oh my. Now, come to the understanding that all those shout and all those, they will not do anything to those clothes. They won't wash them, they won't fix them, right? For somebody like me, like something like that happens to me. Even if I'm going to tell you, you just hear me say something like, oh shit, I clothes are washed and I did not like this. Oh, at some point, I won't even talk. I'll just come outside, I'll just sit, within me, I'll just be like, wow. I'll just go pick them, probably rewash or re-rinse and refix the rope and do those things, and then I move, right? So it's like that. So you start learning from those simple things, something that would have made somebody else shout. Then another thing you should learn is when people are fighting close to you, maybe there's a shout somewhere. Learn not to go there, not to go and check what is happening. Start learning to contain it. If you're the type that anywhere, one day you use it collect pan, you use it collect something. Anywhere you just hear shout, you just want to be a part of that thing. Your body don't they learn to contain it, right? That's another way. And so you learn from simple things. This one I want to say now is very dire. Just like last year when I was I think November, yes. No, September 2024, I was coming from Edo State to Abuja. And for the first time in my life I had an accident. The tire of the bus deflated between Okene and Lokoja. That's what we do. No, between Lokoja and Abuja, that deflated. The back tire deflated and the bus, somersaulted and went really on. It was God that saved us. There was no casualty though. So I was the first to come out from that bus, right? So when I came out, when I realized that it was an accident, I came out and I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. There's no death. So I came out, I started picking up things. There was somebody else who was from my place in the vehicle. I started picking up our things, right? Even when VIOs, road safety, medical, whatsoever came, they didn't even know that I was a part of that vehicle. People were shouting, Jesus, 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 hey, making calls and all those things. I was just quiet. Even I was coming to Abuja. I got to Abuja, got to my brother's place. Even before the wife knew that something like that happened. I finished eating, taking my bed, eating. It was after the incident, I didn't even call anybody, I just left the place. After the incident, then I just called my brother. I was like, this one I'll tell you, no shout to the man you build. I'm waiting with that now. Something just happened now, but you need to calm down. I'm okay. That was what I started with. Okay, what's up? We just get accident now. Wow. I said, okay, calm down. I didn't call my mom, I didn't call anybody. So you start learning how to be calm in those situations, right? I'm not saying you should not respond to external stimuli. Yes, you can. Especially maybe something pricks you now, you go shout. Maybe your waka jump snake my hand. That one is your first response is spontaneous. You can't control that one, right? But your next response after that, maybe something like a scorpion. Still, that one I know some people with blood. And so like me, if I'm stung by a scorpion, I might even walk away, right? And so you start learning from little things. Start learning not to be that jerky, not to be that fully emotional with things. You dey carry plate come out, plate come fall, you break. Plate fall, you break. Condition, oh Jesus, those things won't fix the plate. So just learn to let it go. Just learn to just breathe it in. Right? That's how you start learning. And if you start doing this over time, you discover that your emotions will become tighter, your emotions will become, more in control than you just because life has times, life has dire situations. So things will still happen, things will happen. The only prayer is that it doesn't take one's life, but as you progress in life, you're coming across different situations. So if you don't learn how to control your emotions, you might do some things that are out of place, out of proportion before you finally realize that, okay, this is what I would have done better, right? So when somebody says something to you that is very, very, serious in a public place, you can just. I'm not saying that I'm a saint to get when this I go flare up or you don't be saying, but I already have my own emotions in control, seriously in control. So I know when I will decide to, when it is necessary to. But it's not every time anything that happens you must be all that. You don't they preach, you don't they pant. Some of you don't they pant, you don't they sweat. Your body just even normal discussion like this. So somebody is not agreeing with your own side of the story. Somebody is not in an argument. Somebody is not on your own side of the argument. You don't your blood don't they ripple. Your veins don't come out. You don't they get stretch mark for nose. You don't they boil. Everything is just, anger. Everything is just emotion. No. So you can work on it like that. There are so many examples though. Let's say you carry soup now, soup just throw away, soup where you spend money, cook, everything throw away. Those kind of situations, you can contain them. I'm not saying it's not painful. So I know some people will always miss. Some people, their brain are back, they don't understand anything. So I'm not saying that it is not painful. I'm not saying that you would not feel it. They say, you feel it that you're going to die, but you will not die exactly. Egusi soup where you settle down, cook everything. You feel it like you're going to die, but you will not die exactly. You carry food now. You go. There was a day. And they work out. Tab, one techno tab. Is it wine color? Sweet wine color techno tab. Just kind of, for road where that road, the place where they run for that third road, and there you for boom. I just bend down pick am. So many scenarios. You go buy egg. The only money you see is that buy egg, is that run Indomie. As you buy the egg, you call egg, you're four. You hope for you hit your body, it fall that face for ground. I remember when they took my phone last year, December for Maraba. Just did like something. Somebody touch me. Somebody touch me. Somebody touch my soul. When I was praying, talking to my father. Oh, don't go. Those kind of situations, right? You learn to curtail. It's called curtailing. You learn to curtail them. You learn to contain them. And you learn to hold it, right? I feel just did like there was a day I was going somewhere. I kept my bag close to a shop where I withdrew. Now 2 bags I carry. So the one when I hang, that I carry. Keke don't carry me. I don't go far. Don't they reach where they go. Say, fuck up. Remember, I said that bag not there with me, right? I was like, Jesus, my bag. Oh, where did you carry it? I said, yeah, wait, I need to go back. And I went back. And we cannot even explain situations. Don't forget back. I said motor before, but to carry bag go. So many situations. Remember when I forget scripts for full movie inside Keke, right? And there are people with this thing. I have a friend who has this emotional control. Serious one. Situation where you say person go for blow up. It will just, it's not that it's not painful. It's painful, but you can hold it. So you start learning it. It's small. If you've not gotten to that level, and if you learn it, even if you're among people and somebody is trying to just be on your, just give you problems, and just say sorry. Somebody won't just find with you, go talk where without start to the exchange with. Sorry. Sorry. Those of us where they go live stream, there's nothing we don't hear. And somebody will just throw one statement as if we have been quarrel before, right? Maybe in the midst of just normal jokes, but you throw one statement as if we have been quarrel before. Then I say we are not very. So you just even do like say you don't even hear that. So it's not everything that you must go banger. There are times when bangers are needed. There are times when you need to take, but it's not every time you go banger. It's not every. It shouldn't be your nature. You become toxic. You become what's the word again? You become pugnacious. You become toxic. You become pugnacious. You always like want to fight. You don't want to live that kind of life. So that's it. So to the person that asked this question, I've answered your question. Instead of you to comment here now, you will still come my DM, WhatsApp DM, or ask me another question. I'll just post your question for TikTok or any of the social media handles. Thank you guys. 100 days with camera, day 41.